roughly 6 in 10 men are single. They don't have any dates lined up, they don't have any women in their life, and they can't get any women in their life. And I look around and I feel it's quite sad for the average guy now, for the normal guy. It's quite depressing, really. Their lives, they lose a lot of meaning. They're not that happy in themselves because that's what they truly want. They may chase making money, they may become an incel, they may do all these things and they still can't find what they truly want. And I just want to make this video for you lot who are struggling to really uncover why I feel like men are truly struggling, and also what you can actually do to help yourself if you're in this situation. I feel like the main thing that has made the difference nowadays is women being able to make their own money, which is a beautiful thing. They make their own money and they make more money than men sometimes. And this means that they don't need a guy as much. And if they choose a guy, they're going to try to go for a guy who is at least doing around a similar level, if not making more money. They're going to choose a guy who is good in all areas, who is amazing in all areas. They're going to choose a guy like that because they don't need a guy. And they could literally get with most guys on a sexual thing. A lot of women can get sexual with guys with ease, but the same guys that they're going for don't take them as serious because they put more options as well. And this is what we find happening, where women are going for the higher options, the guys who are tall, in shape, with money, the guys who are at the top of the ladder in a sense. Let's say the top 20% of men. And even in my life, I felt that, and I'm not even at the top percentage, but I felt like a lot of women will go for me instead of other guys based off of superficial things. For example, let's say height, and let's say the physique I built as well. Let go off of that and how you treat them as well. If you treat them a little bit more distant, not as kind as these other guys are doing, you get better results sometimes as well with some of these women. And it's a crazy thing when you truly think about it, that a lot of guys are not able to get what they truly want, and they're not able to have what they truly want based off of that really on a deeper level. And then you also got to think about the influencers who are in their life. So let's say the most famous singers and the most famous rappers on the women's side is like Megan Thee Stallion or Doja Cat or whoever, who are literally singing about their pussy and being demonic and shaking their ass, and Cardi B and all this stuff, fucked up shit basically. So their role models are not the best. So what are they gonna do? Because naturally, if we're growing up around stuff, we act similar towards that. So let's say they've grown up around that music, they're gonna act somewhat similar towards that. And when you bear in mind they got their own money, they don't need a guy anymore. So they don't need you or me. They don't need a guy who's doing this well because they have a good job. And they might be content with their lifestyle because let's say they're able to have most guys that they want as well on a sexual thing. So they're not going to be too sad, and they might be able to get a guy that they truly want. But what this does is leave certain guys who want a date, who want love, who want admiration in the dark, essentially, to the point they can only get what they don't necessarily want. So let's say girls who on paper aren't necessarily as attractive, aren't necessarily as beautiful. That's what they have to get in the end. They have to get a girl like that they're not too proud in and happy in, and they don't really want to go outside with. And I've seen a lot of guys who've done this. They've settled unbelievably for less in the girl that they wanted, whether it's how she looks, whether it's how she acts. Sometimes they treat them like shit, but because they got a girlfriend and she's there sometimes and she can be all right sometimes, they keep her in their life, and it hurts them long term. And I've seen this happen time and time again. The thing is, I don't feel like that's the correct approach for us guys, really, because we don't want to settle for something that isn't truly right. Because long term, that's probably going to break apart because they're going to notice it on our side, and more so over, we're probably going to get a bit funny. And if a better option comes along, you might be tempted, and who knows what you might do. So if I was a guy who struggled in dating and struggled with this stuff, because I'm in a position now where it's not that hard for me to get stuff with women, and that's because of me building my physique, building my confidence. Genetically, I'm in a decent position height-wise as well. I'm over 6 foot. If I was to say to a guy, what would I do to actually start getting attraction and start getting likes and start getting love and all this stuff and start getting girls liking me? The first thing I would say, which is a superficial thing to you lot, is get in the gym and build some muscle and build an attractive body. Why do I say this? Because a lot of women will literally let you in the door when you're attractive. When you build a good body, they will find you attractive. And if you go up to them and talk to them, it's not going to be as weird in regards to, let's say, a guy who's chubby and out of shape. There's been guys who are fat as fuck, and they go up and talk to him, and then they think he's creepy, and I'll go up and say the exact same thing because I'm in shape, or a guy who's in shape would say the exact same thing and they're not viewed as creepy. When they say the literal same sentence, they've said the exact same thing, and then it's a complete different outcome. It comes off completely different. That's a big multiplier, and it's a beautiful thing for you as well on your journey, on your mental health journey, on how you view yourself journey. If you want some help with that as well, email me roloi23gmail.com. I can help you get in shape faster. But it's a beautiful thing for your confidence and for how you view yourself, more importantly. And it gets you in the door a lot of times. And people think it's pointless to do that. It's not pointless on a level, because you do get a lot more attraction when you're in better shape and you've got a better physique and a better body. A lot more girls are smiling at you, a lot more girls are looking at you, and you will have a lot more girls who make it obvious to you, which means you can date them girls if you want to. And you can put that in place if you want to, which the other guys who are not in shape isn't getting that. And that's a force multiplier, basically. The next thing I'm going to say is leading and building that confidence in leading. Because I see a lot of guys who wait for shit to come to them. They wait for shit. They just wait here like this. Oh, I'm lonely. Oh, I'm sad. Oh, there's no girl in my life. They see a girl, won't speak to her. They see 100 girls, won't speak to her. They're just sitting in the background. Oh, I hope she notices me. It never works like that. Sadly, it never works like that. And I've seen loads of people use that method and their results have been terrible. Unless you're really good looking and really attractive, you can only get away with that. But most people, results were terrible with that. When you start building more confidence in speaking to people, and more importantly, speaking to women, it makes a massive difference because you know how the interactions go. So let's say you've spoke to different girls here or there. Let's say you go to the gym and you have a brief interaction. You go to the sauna and steam room and you speak to some there. They're just literally sat there, like I do sometimes. There'll be a girl sat there, and sometimes I'll just speak to them, not even trying to get with them. Sometimes it actually works though, but I'm not trying to get with them. I'm not trying to make things pop. And I'll just joke around and chat to them and learn how to chat to them better, make them laugh and all this. Let's say you're at work, there's some girls there, have a conversation with them. Let's say you're out at a thing with your friends, you see some girls. Let's say you're out in a bar, in a club or whatever, probably in a bar because in a club the music's too loud. But let's say there's some girls there, have a little convo with them, speak to them a little bit. You may get shut down a little bit, but it doesn't matter. That builds your confidence. That builds your confidence when you come back and you try again and you start to understand it a bit more. Then you're not going to be as nervous and as afraid to speak to them, because a lot of times, if you're somewhat normal, if you're not fucked up like a lot of people are, you won't be bad in these interactions like you think. You won't be as bad in these interactions like you think, because I used to think I'd be bad in these interactions, but when I've gone in these interactions, I've been a lot better than I thought. Made them laugh. Of course, you have the occasional that will go wrong. You'll have the occasional thing where you get brutally rejected or whatever, but it happens, man. Like I had that not long ago. But you just literally get over it and try again. Learn from it. How did I come off weird? Did I come off a bit strange? And you try again. And this helps a lot, really, because when you have got your appearance in check and your confidence in check, where you're able to speak to them, make them laugh, make them smile, and you're also able to lead the interaction. So let's say, for example, there's a girl, you and her start speaking, you start getting on a little bit, you start laughing, and you start having a good time, you start interacting, and you lead, you invite her out. You say, oh, Thursday, I'm going to go to this place. Would you be up for coming? Have you got anything on? And they'll respond however they will respond. But if they're into it, they will say, yeah, they'll be up for it. They'll be up for it. Or they'll try to arrange a different date. This is what I've had. You say something, and then they'll give you a date. Like, for example, there was a girl a month and a bit ago who I met in a certain place, and we were just talking and talking and talking, and it was to do with the physical attraction as well. And she set up something for me to do with her on that Saturday. She set up. I said, "Oh yeah, when you're free or whatever," and she said, "Saturday, come round." And that's the thing, man. It's literally that easy. When you have that confidence and when you're able to lead, you're in an amazing position with this stuff. And that's the true thing. Of course, money and all this stuff does matter as well a little bit. It does matter. Of course, you want ambition. You want someone with ambition. You want someone with drive. But more importantly, you could have a rich guy who gets stepped away with. You can have a rich guy who gets stepped away with. I've seen it time and time again with people who have money and they get stepped away with. And people think, oh, but he has a lot of money. Why does she want to leave him? Why is she cheating on him? And it's because of the qualities that man possesses. So they may not be as disciplined, they may not have certain areas that she's actually grateful and happy in. And I've seen it too many times with people where that happens. So of course, strive to make more money as well. And also be presentable. Be presentable. I know I didn't know that's presentable right now. I've got a fucking Primark hoodie on and a coat that I bought from Finland, but be presentable. Dress in a way where you look presentable. If you go into the gym or whatever, dress clothes that fit you, that looks nice, that actually looks decent. If you're going out, obviously take care of your appearance. Have a nice t-shirt on, make sure it fits well. Have a nice chain or a nice watch on. Make sure you take pride in your appearance. Make sure your hair is cut. My hair is not cut that much recently, but make sure your hair is cut. Make sure you take pride in your appearance. You smell good. You have some aftershave on. That makes a massive difference. I've had a massive difference when I've done stuff like that in comparison to not doing stuff like that. You got to take care of yourself. You got to take care of your personal hygiene. You got to be smart. And also, I'd say another thing that will help, which sounds completely abstract in regards to this topic, because it's not an external thing, is meditation. It's meditation. If you meditate and you actually take time for your mental health, and I say gratitude meditation helps a lot, your overall aura, I don't know why I've used that word aura, that's what all the fucking kids use now, but your demeanor, how you interact with people, your energy, that's what I was looking for, will be a lot better in how you interact with people. So I would interact with people when I meditated or whatever. I'll have much better interactions with them because I'm more sharp, because I'm more grateful, because I'm in a better reality. I feel better. It makes a massive difference. It makes a massive difference. And that's a true thing, man. It makes a insane difference on how you interact with people, and how you talk to people, and how you present yourself, because you're more happier in yourself and you feel better in that day. That makes a difference as well. It's all these little areas that add up. It's not going to be one complete thing. The base level would be you getting in shape and you having confidence enough to speak to them. That would be the two base level, of course. And let's say on a dating app sense, it'd be your photos, and it'd be how attractive you look in the photos, of course, as well. But when it comes to the other areas, it's obviously you leading, you being able to make them laugh, you being present in that interaction and being able to talk to them, and you actually believing in yourself. That's what it all comes down to, really. And that's going to be a true message in this video. I hope you got a lot of value. If you're not happy in your physique at the moment, if you want to increase results, dating results, attraction, shoot me an email at rolllouis23@gmail.com. I can help you. Thank you.